Hey guys, how's it going? Today I am cutting some branches to bring inside to force them to bloom. And the reason I'm doing that is because we still have a couple feet of snow on the ground. Obviously nothing's blooming yet. So there are some shrubs, some flowering shrubs that set their buds on the previous year's growth. And when you bring them inside and introduce them to warm temperatures early, it forces them to come into bloom sooner so that you can enjoy a little bit of color before spring actually starts. Some of the shrubs that are really great to cut from are lilacs, which I'm going to be cutting from today, forsythias, serviceberries, redbuds, flowering almonds, apricots, cherries, pears. We'll leave a more complete list toward the end of the video and then also down in the description or comment section down below so you can kind of familiarize yourself with some of those things that are great to cut off of. The thing to know about it is that they do need a cold dormancy period of at least 6 weeks in order for their buds to want to open. And I'm a little bit late. We're getting towards the end of February now. I probably could have gotten away with cutting branches even toward the end of January since we've had a really cold, long winter. But for most areas, by February, they're ready to force. Cutting the branches is really very easy. I don't want to cut a whole bunch. I'm not out here to do a hard pruning job. And keep in mind that usually you don't want to cut any more than 1/3 of the branches away on shrubs, even less on trees. So I'm just going to be selectively taking out a few branches here and there because I still want a nice show, a nice flower show come spring outside as well. So I'm just going to come in. I just want them to be long enough to fit in a mason jar, a quart-sized mason jar. So I'm just going to come in and selectively prune out a few branches. Once you have your branches cut, you can bring them inside and put them in a sink full of warm water and then prepare your vase. So I'm just using a quart-sized mason jar, which I'm going to add some floral preservative to, and this really helps to preserve the life of your branches because it does take about 2 to 3 weeks for them to open up and flower. So you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to keep them fresh. And these are probably familiar to you. These usually come with cut flowers that you pick up at the grocery store, but floral preservative is also available in larger size containers like a tub or a bottle, and it even comes in a liquid form, but I happen to have a couple of these on hand. So just follow the instructions on whatever container you have, and this one says 1 packet per pint of water. So since I've got a quart, which is 2 pints, I'm going to be adding 2 packets in, then I'll stir it to dissolve it. Now I can create my arrangement, and to do that I'm going to make a fresh cut underneath the water that the branches are currently sitting in, and that will help each branch, each stem, better able to take up water. If you make the cut out in the open air, a lot of times the air can seal off the stem and that stem will not properly drink water. The last step is to set your arrangement in a cool, bright spot for best results. And this window area works really perfect for that because it stays a lot cooler, of course, up next to the window, and it's really bright, but it never gets direct sun. So you want to make sure to change the water out in your vase at least once a week to keep everything the most fresh, and you can expect to see blooms in about 2 to 3 weeks. It's just such an easy thing to do to bring life and color into the house so early in the season. I actually did do this a little bit earlier just with a few apricot branches. I went out to my parents' house, cut some apricot branches, had them actually sitting in a vase on this table, and I really enjoyed them. They just produced the most beautiful pink blooms. So I really wanted to do a new arrangement of lilacs and enjoy some more color in here. So again, we will leave a list of some of the shrubs and trees that are really great for forcing at the end of the video and in the comment and description down below. So thanks you guys so much for watching. If you do try this, I would love to see pictures, so make sure wherever you post them to tag us so that we're sure to see them. And I hope you guys all have a really great week. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.